When we celebrate the FIFA World Cup, what exactly are we celebrating? While federations, clubs, and agents focus on outcomes like match results and contracts, the current system doesn't prioritize the development of the athletes themselves. This is a crucial structural distinction in global sports.
We face two different questions: the personal concern that an individual's kids aren't getting opportunities, and the structural question of what incentives actually produce opportunity. Recognizing that the current system is designed to maximize outcomes rather than opportunities is the foundation for any real reform. This incentive map illustrates why. Various actors are rewarded based on measurable outcomes like match results, transfer values, and return on capital. Crucially, no actor in this ecosystem is primarily rewarded for maximizing athlete opportunity. The traditional narrative suggests a linear path from nation to player and back to national success. However, the modern reality is far more fragmented across different countries for birth, training, development, and eligibility, creating a complexity that nationalism often oversimplifies. Following the player reveals the structure beneath the system. By mapping where value is trapped, we can identify gaps in the current model. We must ask if we are measuring athlete-owned records, or if the system is simply rewarding measurable outcomes at the expense of true opportunity. To move forward, we can use the Olympic wedge to separate conflated concepts like national identity, athlete development, and competition eligibility. Once these are separated, they can be governed independently, allowing for verifiable athlete-owned records. Viewing this through a venture capital lens, we see that systemic inefficiencies, not just a lack of fairness, are the real problem. Information asymmetry and restricted visibility mean talent is often overlooked. Addressing these as market failures rather than just moral ones is key to unlocking value. A new wave of technologies is making previously invisible value visible. When developmental data becomes documented, verified, and portable, the information asymmetries that trap value in the old system begin to dissolve. This visibility is the essential precondition for market correction. Instead of calling the system abusive, a stronger framing is that it simply doesn't measure what matters. While it tracks match results and transfer fees with precision, it fails to measure the development pipeline, visibility, contribution, and athlete rights. This measurement gap produces downstream dysfunction. This leads us to critical governance questions. Who owns the athlete's record? Who can audit the model or correct errors? These are questions of power and accountability. We need a structural shift from simply looking at individual opportunity to governing the incentives of the system. Ultimately, current systems measure results with high precision, but until the measurement framework itself changes, the underlying incentives will not. Results remain structurally misaligned, with the goal of creating a healthy development ecosystem. The wedge is the work. The system rewards outcomes, but it doesn't measure the things that truly build a future for athletes: development, visibility, and rights. Determining who owns the athlete record remains the fundamental governance question we must solve.